I'd like to introduce everyone to a very special guest, someone who's worked as an artist not only for the Star Wars Galaxies trading card game, but for numerous Star Wars projects throughout his career. This man has done a little bit of everything. It is my great pleasure to introduce you to Mr. Darren Tan. Hello there, Mr. Tan.
Hello.
Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. I feel like I'm speaking to a bit of Star Wars royalty right now.
That's a bit of, yeah, you flatter me, but
No, it's true. Some of your pieces for the Galaxy's TCG alone are iconic. I mean, personally, I love the one you did of Vader kind of just standing there with his cape. It looks so menacing.
oh yeah, I think that one's my very first Vader piece. I think, if I'm
Awesome.
not wrong.
Yeah, it looks great.
Talking about the one for Galaxies.
Yeah, the one where he's just kind of standing there with his saber out and this cape blowing. Yeah. What got you into Star Wars? Why don't you give us a little brief history, if that's okay? Actually, let's start from the top. Why don't you tell us, where you're from and, where you're at right now in life?
Oh, okay, sure. I was born in Malaysia, born and raised,
Okay.
and I studied there, and then I got into animation actually, 3D animation. So I went to Canada for that to major in 3D animation. But now I'm in Singapore. I live here now. I've settled down here in Singapore. Got
Singapore,
married.
Singapore, awesome.
Right now I'm a freelance artist.
Okay. How long have you lived in Singapore for then?
I've been here since 2007.
Okay, so
So
good,
yeah,
good amount of time. You must love it there, yeah. Got a family and everything. That's
yeah, I
great.
love it here.
Cool. So yeah, what got you first into Star Wars?
What got me first in the Star Wars, I mean, as a kid, it's just something that blew my mind away.
Hmm.
Just seeing the spaceships, the space battles, the lightsaber battles, action, something I've never seen before.
I totally agree. I feel the same way. When I was a kid, man, Star Wars just pulled me
Yeah,
in.
yeah, it's just something about the visuals. It's just unlike any other show, any other movie you've seen.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Galaxies. Do you? I know it's been a while, but do you remember how you first heard they were taking submissions for it back in '08?
Um, I don't think I applied for the job because I do remember that at the time I was working for a company. Well, it's not really a company. It's like it's a studio, an art studio. It's like a collective of artists like me. So, and as a studio, we get a lot of projects from different clients. So, it just so happens we got this job from Sony Online, right?
Yeah.
They were the publishers. I wasn't privy to how my bosses got the job, but I just remember being told that we got a Star Wars project, and I think they knew that I was a huge Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
They just wanted me on it.
Yeah. That must have been really exciting.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was for me because it was like kind of like a, a childhood dream come true doing Star Wars art.
Totally makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, I was pretty darn excited about it.
I bet. So, do you remember how many art pieces altogether you did approximately
Oh
for
no,
Galaxies?
I can't possibly remember how
Yeah,
many I did.
I can't blame you.
Well, I remember the Vader one.
Hmm.
I did an X-wing.
Yeah, I remember that one.
uh,
Yep.
Yeah, Nebulon B frigate. Some Rebel troopers. There's one with Imperial landing a crash Imperial landing shuttle.
So, did you do one of
Yeah, trying to remember things off the top of my.
it's been over 15 years. I can't blame you,
Yeah.
man. You did one of Luke Skywalker too. Is that you?
Did I do one of Luke Skywalker? Maybe.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
trying to remember if
so
I did.
many.
Was it
Is Luke
uh
Skywalker just holding
Return
it?
of the Jedi, dude?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I think I remember.
Awesome. Well, one thing I really noticed in that piece and a lot of your other artwork is just how much attention you pay to portraying characters' emotions. You know, you can in that one piece of Luke, you know, if his green lightsaber activated, you could just
Yeah.
see so much of the character just in his face. I mean, it's awesome.
Oh, thanks. Well, yeah, I mean, being the main character, you kind of have to do him justice. Also, it has to go through licensor approval, that is Lucasfilm. So they're very particular about their A tier characters like Luke or Vader.
Oh,
Well, Vader wears a mask, but
yeah, yeah,
but like
yeah, yeah.
always remember that Vader. They're very particular about his stance, the pose that he has.
Wow,
He
yeah.
has to be like kind of imposing
Mm.
and almost static, like a walking pillar. So no fancy moves and whatnot, no jumping around.
That's
Not like
that's
Darth Maul, you know.
That's incredible to hear. I mean, like, yeah, Darth Maul's all over the place. That was just incredible. I know they're, you know, Sony and LucasArts are very particular about certain things if they're big characters. So that's really interesting.
Hmm. Yeah.
So you did some other Star Wars projects as well. I mean, you've done so many. You did the artwork for
Yes.
Star Wars guidebooks, right? One of them,
Yeah.
the Essential Guide to Warfare, I believe you did.
Yeah, that's right. The Essential Guide to Warfare and the Essential Reader's Companion.
Okay.
Those two projects were a big one for me. I had always been a huge EU fan.
Yep. Gotta love the
Yeah.
expanded universe. Yeah.
Expanded universe, that's right. And to be invited on to do art for the Essential Guides was like the next level, the next step up.
Yeah, yeah, I
I'm
hear
like,
you.
wow, I get to contribute to lore in some way, to Star Wars lore.
That's awesome, man. I
Yeah.
remember personally as a kid, like I remember getting all the old '90s ones, all those books, and I mean, yeah, it
Mm.
really helps you immerse yourself in the whole lore of the Star Wars galaxy.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I think it's the EU that's when I really got into Star Wars. I remember searching for wanting more Star Wars stories outside of the movies, and I was like wondering, are they other stories? And just so happens that they were, they were other stories.
Yeah, a lot of them too. It turns out, right? And I mean, you helping to put the art together for this stuff is just, yeah, it's just amazing. Was the
Thanks.
yeah, was the art you did on the Essential Guide, was that the first project you did after Galaxies then?
Mm, I believe so.
Okay.
I don't. I think FFG came in later. So yeah, I would say so. After Galaxies would be the essential guides for Del Rey.
Okay. You also did some art for the Star Wars Force and Destiny pen and paper RPG, is that right?
Oh yes, that will be the FFG phase, the Fantasy Flight phase.
You're also an artist for the official Star Wars trading card game.
Which one? I did quite a number. So I did. The first one would be Galaxies.
Yep.
That's an online only trading card game,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Then after that was for the LCG.
Yeah.
Remember Star Wars LCG?
Yes.
Did you
Yep.
play any of the Fantasy Flight games?
I did it. I still have a couple of them actually. I love it. Love it.
Yeah,
Love it.
so the LCG, I did some art for that,
Okay.
and then they made Star Wars Destiny. Did you play that?
I didn't play that one, but I actually, you know,
The,
I have a
the one
couple
with
of
the
the
dice.
books. Yeah, I have a couple of the books for that one. Didn't get a chance to play
Yeah,
it someday.
I did quite a fair bit of artwork for that, and I quite enjoyed it. And then right now, the current one, which is Unlimited, Star Wars Unlimited.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did a couple of artworks for that one.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Very cool. So let me see if I got this right. You did this some artwork for the Star Wars miniatures game. Is that right?
Oh yeah, yeah, I
So,
did quite a lot for that.
Oh wow, okay. So did you
Yeah.
do the box artwork for that, or what was your role in there?
A bit. Well, not a bit. I did quite a lot, but it's a mix. It's a mix. So I have done box art, cover art, and card art as well.
Okay.
So yeah.
Those miniatures are really cool. I actually still have a couple my parents gave me like
Oh yeah, me too.
over a
I still have
decade.
my collection.
Yeah,
I,
that's also. I know I got.
I
Go ahead.
I did enjoy doing that, doing working on those things because I played the game. I played the games also.
Okay.
Yeah, enjoyed playing the game. So I get like freebies from
Oh, cool,
the
cool.
publisher.
Did you ever play Galaxies at all then?
No, actually, I
No.
don't. Yeah, I think I'm not a huge online MMO guy.
Understandable. A lot of
So
people aren't, but I mean, you created
yeah,
some of the
so
most
that's one
amazing.
of the reason why I didn't get into Galaxies.
Oh, that's all right. I mean, you created some of the most amazing artwork for it, so you really don't even need to play it at that point.
But yeah, it was big back then. I knew it was big.
So, on top of everything, I recently learned you were part of the 2019 Star Wars convention they had in Chicago. Is that right?
Oh yes, that's my first ever celebration that I went to.
Okay, so you were
Uh,
actually at the convention yourself, then you made the trip
yeah,
over.
I was.
Oh, wow.
It
How
was
was
my.
that?
It was amazing. I really enjoyed being in there.
Hmm.
So, because I had heard a lot about Star Wars celebration before that, and being there was just a unique experience for me. I got to meet Timothy Zahn personally.
Very
that
cool.
was
Very cool. Yeah.
that was something, and just yeah, just talking to a lot of the other Star Wars artists. So it was a really memorable time,
I bet.
definitely.
I bet. I bet.
I did a poster for Fantasy Flight Games. It was for their exclusive Darth Vader miniature,
Okay.
a convention exclusive. So
Wow.
they wanted the artwork to accompany that. So I did that. But I also did convention exclusive art print that I sold during the convention. It was for the Star Wars art show.
Very
Are you
nice.
familiar with the art show where you have all these Star Wars artists selling their art?
Yeah, they
So
do
I
that.
was in that.
Yeah, they do
Yeah,
that at the different celebrations, right? They always
yeah,
have a
correct.
spot for that. Okay.
So I was part of that for Chicago. So I had my own art prints that I was selling at the show.
Okay.
Yeah, the art print it's a not a montage. It's like a poster of all the aliens of the rebellion, the Rebel Alliance. So
Yeah.
I wanted to do like an alien piece, so no humans. So it's just
Very cool.
Akbar and Hera and Zeb and all the aliens that fought for the rebellion.
Gotta love Admiral Akbar. So if you had to pick one, if you had to pick one alien species from Star Wars as your favorite, what would it be?
uh, Mon Calamari.
Mon Calamari. Okay, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
I love Raiders. And before Raiders, it was Akbar. But after Rogue One, it's Raiders.
I loved Rogue One. I thought that was personally one of my the best of the modern movies, in
Yeah,
my opinion. So very cool.
same.
Well, Mr. Tan, I know you're a very busy guy, so I just want to thank you most sincerely for taking the time to sit down and talk with us.
Oh yeah, my pleasure.
It's been very much appreciated, and we'd love to have you back on for another interview.
Sure, just let me know. I'd be happy to be back on.
Thank you so much. Links to Mr. Tan's art pages on social media will be listed below, so please go check out his amazing, amazing artwork. Mr. Tan, do you have any closing words for all the Star Wars fans out there?
I'd just like to thank those who have supported me in the past, those who have purchased my art, and those who have just uh, connected with me during events, and just enjoying sharing our Star Wars fandom. Yeah, that's all.
Perfect.
So thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. May the force be with you, Mr.
May
Tan.
the force be with you too.
All right. You have a great one. Until next time, we'll see everyone on Time Pod Gaming.